पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। वर्ष नंबर 79। I chant slowly and follow me. आपात वैराग्यवतो मुमुक्षून् भवाब्धिपारं प्रत्यात् मुद्यतान् आशाग्रहो मज्जते अंतराले निगृह्य कंठे विनिवर्त्य वेगात्। I repeat one more time. आपात वैराग्यवतो मुमुक्षून् भवाब्धिपारं प्रत्यातुम् उद्यतान् आशाग्रहो मज्जते अंतराले निगृह्य कंठे विनिवृत्य वेगात्। The translation is, those who have only an apparently dispersion and are trying to cross the ocean of bodily existence are caught by their throat by the shark of desire, which violently dragging them along drowns them in the middle of the ocean. I repeat again the translation. Those who have only an apparently dispersion and are trying to cross the ocean of bodily existence are caught by their throat by the shark of desire, which violently dragging them along drowns them in the middle of the ocean. Now Shankaracharya says about a seeker who has dispersion but very, very weak, very mild level. In way of spirituality, dispersion is the very important thing. In spirituality, sometimes it happens in our life. Unexpected incidents, bad incidents comes in our life. Unexpected. Some incidents. And those accidents hurts us very deeply. Today, the world is this depression. Very big problem all over the world. Depression. So many people are in depression apart from the age, apart from the country, apart from the race, apart from the religion. apart from the knowledgeable or not knowledgeable. There are big problems. Depression. The very close word is dispersion. We should understand what is the difference. Depression and dispersion. Depression comes when incidents, unexpected things comes in our life and we become hopeless. Hopeless, no hope. The victim says everything is useless. He has no interest in any object, any relation. He lost everything. This is depression. Sometimes idea comes, their mind, they should commit suicide. They want to finish themselves because of depression. And in the same time, the person is rooted in spirituality. See the difference. A person is a common man, a bodily man, who knows only this world and object, nothing else, just objects. And he goes to in depression. But another person, in same condition, in same incident, same thoughts can come, but if he is rooted in spirituality, then condition becomes very different. One person goes to depression. If you are rooted in spiritual life, this will go to this person. Here is not bodily difference. It comes difference in their lives also, in their thought process also. One person who is in depression, he thinks to commit suicide. He wants to finish himself. But if you are rooted in spiritual life, in spirituality, then thought process comes very different. The spiritual person will not think about commit suicide. He thinks about immortality. Basic conditions are same. Basic conditions both are in same condition. The body life disturbed. Unexpected bad things happening in their lives. So basic conditions same. But one becomes in depression, another goes in despair. And he starts thinking about immortality, not commit suicide. Thought process. So here, start from that point. Shankaracharya says the person is apparent dispersion. He has dispersion, but apparent, very superficial level. Not because of understanding. See, if your dispersion is because of your understanding, then it becomes very strong. If dispersion is without understanding, just somehow by some incident, bad incident, It is apat. Apat means just appears. It is not deep rooted. It may go any time. So Shankaracharya says, apat vairagyavato. If some seeker has the dispersion, but not very, very deep rooted, not because of understanding, just because of some incident, then he starts spiritual practicing. That's good. As we discussed, the one can go in depression and he is spiritual rooted, he goes to dispersion and starts searching for mortality, immortality, and without a system, just anyhow he can manage something, a mantra, a technique, and he started. He starts with mantra and some technique he gets from here and there without any proper method, and he starts doing japa, meditation, practicing some another technique. So they have been practicing many years. But after many years, there is no result. Result is zero. Yeah, which technique have been given to them, they may be correct. Methods are good. Seeker also sincere. But when nothing is happening, he starts doubting. He starts doubting. Something is wrong. Somewhere is wrong. I am not correct way. Maybe scripture is not good. Maybe mantra is not good. Technique is not good. Master is not good. Maybe anything can be happening. Because of this doubt, he wants change. Mantra, then he starts another mantra, chanting another mantra. This mantra is not working, so I have to practice another mantra. So he didn't take another mantra, another scripture, another master, another practice, and he starts. Again, nothing is happening. So we can change very easily. We can change very easily mantra, deity, master, scripture, religion. We can change. But these changes, nothing will happen. The change must take place in the seeker. Actually, what happens when we listen scriptures? We do not listen to scriptures properly. We listen to according to our convenience. Whatever is suit for us, we accept. Whatever does not suit for us, we don't care. Just listen. So we listen to scriptures very our convenience. If we think properly, Patanjali says in Yoga Sutra, how to control your thought process your mind how to cease your modifications of the mind. Then he says, Abhyas Vairagyabhyam Tan Nirodha. If you want to control them, if you want to cease them, you have to require two things. One is practice. We are doing. Practicing is not very tough work. We do it as a routine work. There are so many seekers all over the world. They practice so many lives, so many years, so many months. So practicing is not very tough work. But another part is Abhyas Vairagabhyam. There is a dispersion. We need practice. Same state, same level, we require dispersion also. Without dispersion, your practice is lame. It cannot work. It cannot go anywhere. Useless, almost useless. You can change technique. You can change mantra. But without dispersion, it is not so useful. And same thing, Lord Sri Krishna also said in Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, when Arjuna asked a question, "Oh Lord, who are you saying it is not possible? It is impossible, completely impossible thing. It is not possible. No one can control. No one can seize their mind." Lord says, yes, you are absolutely right. But not impossible. If you do practice proper way, then it is possible. I told the scriptures never says any practice which is not possible. If scripture says you do this practice, it means it is possible. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha griyate. Then Lord Sri Krishna said, Arjuna, you need two things, practice and dispersion. Dispersion is the most important thing in spiritual life. Here, Shankaracharya says, Apat vairagyabato. If someone has this depression, but very mild, it is not deep-rooted. It is not due to understanding. Then, and started their journey to liberation without proper guidance, then the chances of success are reduced. Because when they started their journey without proper guidance, proper a master, there are so many obstacles inside and outside. So you have to very strong equipments for destroy these obstacles. Without them, he gave a example like someone want to cross a river, and in this river it is very possible there must be crocodiles, so many crocodiles, and he want to try cross the river without any equipment, without preparation. the chances is there the crocodile can hunt the person. He may become the victim of the crocodile. So Shankaracharya says, Nigriha kante vinivartate vegat. When a seeker without a deep-rooted dispersion try to cross the universe, the world is not possible. He may fall any time. Now, number 80. I chant. Vishayakhya graho ena suvirakti asinahataha sa gacchati bhavam bodhe param pratyuha varjita. I repeat again. Vishayakhya graho ena suvirakti asinahataha sa gacchati bhavam bodhe param pratyuha varjita. The meaning is, he who slays the shark called sense objects with the sword of mature dispersion crosses the ocean of the world unobstructed. I repeat, translation. He who slays the shark called sense objects with the sword of mature dispersion crosses the ocean of world unobstructed. In previous verse, Shankaracharya said, the seeker has dispersion, but very mild, not strong, because of some incident. And now he says, if someone had proper dispersion, proper, Vishayakya graho ena suvirakti asinahata, then what happens? So, dispersion does not mean you hate the object. Please listen carefully what scriptures say. If we hate the objects, it means we are still bound. We are still attached. If we hate or love, it makes no difference. In both conditions, we accept the reality of the objects. So understand what the purpose. Scriptures neither condemn any object nor praise. Scriptures does not say that you hate the object. Understand the difference. They describe their nature. Scriptures only describe what the reality of the object. First you understand the reality of the object. Then you decide. You take decision. First, you understand the reality of the objects. Then you think. Like when we go to market, buy a diamond or gold, any valuable ornament. And today, in market, there are artificials. And they are painted very beautifully. so beautiful. They appears as a real, and sometimes more real than real, more attractive, because they are unreal. So they have to present themselves as a real. And any people can catch, any people can trap in their this concept. Yes, this may be real. But we are very intelligent. We think so many times, is it real or not? So we find out its reality by equipment, and we think, we ask any expert, is it real or not? We test it, and when we get satisfied, then we buy. Because we are going to investment big amount. So we have to think. Then you decide. If you want to buy unreal, then buy. If you want to take real, then take real. It should be up to you. In cost of real, you should not buy unreal ornaments. Same, the objects are appears in our front, in front of us. So we have to think, what is their nature? What is their condition? What are they? And because of our previous impressions, we take it as a real, as a immortality, as a pure. At that time, scriptures come. And scriptures tells you this is their reality. Scriptures just tell you this is their reality. You must know. This is its nature. Then you decide how to deal, how to accept. Then you decide. So this is the killing of the objects. Yes, Shankaracharya wrote, Vishayakya grahoyena suvirakti asina hatah. Shark destroyed. Destroyed means what? What we should do? You cannot destroy like a bomb blast and cut in pieces in fire. No. You cannot cut. It is not destruction in objects. Its destruction is, its killingness is, you understand its nature. Vishayakya grahoyena sugrakti asina hatah. Who has destroyed, killed, slays. So this is the way. You understand its reality. This is their death. Objects will die. They appears in same as previous, but now their body, they lost their charm. They lost their attraction. So this is the killing. Sa gacchati bhavambode param pratyuya varjita. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15th, Sri Krishna said Arjuna, Asanga shastrena dridena chitta. Same. You cut your attachment, the by sword asanga, dispersion. If sadhak, a seeker, succeeds in this way, sa gacchati bhavam bodhe param pratyuha varjita. Shankaracharya says this sadhak, this seeker will reach on goal without any obstruction, without any problem. He will enjoy his journey. If a seeker start enjoying his journey, if a seeker start enjoying, this is not burden for us, this is our enjoyment. If you enjoying studying Vedanta, if you are enjoying the meditation, if you are enjoying the mantra, if you are enjoying the journey, it means you are right way. Sa gacchati bhavam bodhe param pratyuha varjita. There is no obstacles. The sadhak, the seeker will reach its destination. Now, next one. Number 81. I chant. Visham Vishaya Margehi Gacchato Naksha Buddhe Pratipadam Abhiyato Mrityurapesha Vidhi Hita Sujana Gurutyaha Gacchata Swasyuktiyaha Prabhavati Phalasiddhi Satyam Itteva Vidhi. I repeat one more time. Vishama Vishaya Margehi Gacchato Naksha Buddhe Pratipadam Viyato Mrityurapesha Vidhi Hita Sujana Gurutyaha Gacchata Swasyuktiyaha Prabhavati Phalasiddhi Satyam Itteva Vidhi. The translation is, know that mortality soon overtakes a foolish who walks the dangerous path of sense pleasure, whereas one who walks right path according to the instructions of well-meaning and noble guru, along with this own reasoning faculty, he achieves the end for certain, this to be true. I repeat one more time. Know that mortality soon overtakes a foolish who walks the dangerous path of sense pleasures, whereas one who walks right path according to the instructions of well-meaning and noble guru, along with his own reasoning faculty, he achieves the end of, for certain, this to be true. Now, Shankaracharya says, a seeker who is in the path of spirituality, be careful. There are some instructions. Be careful. He should compare with other person. One who is path of sense objects. There are two paths. One path goes to the world. Another path goes to the yourself, to the consciousness, to the Brahman. So first, we are taking the path of the world. What happens when creation had happened? Just imagine. no time. We are not thinking about any theory. Just think when the creation had happened. And simultaneously, creation was so fresh. Everything was new. But simultaneously, death also started. Same time. Here is creation, and immediately death also started. So there is no new, no old. It is a cycle. And from that time, every human being, every gods, demons, creatures, animals, insects, even trees also, plants also started thinking how to avoid death. From very beginning, one question was, and still question is the same, still no answer. From very beginning, the first question is of the universe. The first question of the creation is how to avoid death. And this is a common question. This question is for everyone. No exception. Without exception. Everyone has same question. Years passed. It passed in methodologically, yugas, kalpas. This question is not answered. Still, same. No changes. How to avoid death, mortality? We are thinking. And this is the greatest fear. All fears because of only that fear, the fear of death. So always we are thinking how to avoid death, how to avoid death. If someone is sick, sickness is not a problem. Sickness is not a fear. Fear is deep-rooted. Fear is it goes to death. He may die because of this death. So sickness is not problem. Problem is death. So from very beginning, every creature, every gods, demons, human beings, every living creature, one question with one question. And the question is how to avoid death. And with this question, they are dying. Next life, they again started asking how to avoid death. And again die. Again, the question is said. So millions times, our question is the same, how to avoid without answer. How to avoid death, there is no answer. And we tried in our level best. We tried so many types. Mantra, any mantra like Mahamrityunjay, do mantra jap, you will go to beyond of the death. Mantra, penance, in before previous time, there were so many demons, Rakshasa, Asuras. They did so penance to avoid death. Divine powers, we developed medicines, and the rich person, the kings, made so big fort. Only purpose was one. Purpose was avoidance of the death. So we tried its remedy. Discovering of medicine, discovering of mantra, penance, divine powers. But every attempt becomes useless. Whatever we do, we are not able to stop death. Shankaracharya said, because Vishama Vishaya Marga Gacchato Anacha Buddhe Pratipadam Abhiyato Pratyurapyesh Vidhi. If someone goes to the path of the words, it is inevitable. There is no way to avoid death. Pratipad every day, every moment. In life, death comes one time. But an ignorant person dies every day, so many times. So many times. When he gets some loss, he becomes so sad, so miserable, like he dies. Nothing is left. Pratipadam abhiyato mrityurapyashiyasa. So Shankaracharya says, in this way, the world towards the way goes towards world. Every day, every second, every minute, it must die. There is no other way. There is no immortality. And other, because of attachment. Another path is hita sujana gurutya gacchata swasya yuktya prabhavati phalasiddhi satyameva vidhi. If someone, other seeker, listens instructions which has been given by well wishes, by noble guru, he listened properly. And then swasya yuktya, having listened from the guru, from the scriptures, then he started applying his own reasoning, on reflection. How is it true? How is it true? Is it true? Is it possible? So apply your intelligence, your logic. Swajana guru yuktya gacchata swasya yuktya. Then he will reach immortality. Phala siddhi satyam ityeva siddhi. So Shankaracharya says, one person listens properly from the scriptures, from the guru, then he applies on reasoning, and this person go to immortality. He will go to beyond of the death. Now last one, 82. I chant. Mokshasya kangsha yadi vai tavasti tejati durat vishayan visham yatha पीयूषवत्तोष दया क्षमार्जव प्रशांति दांतिर भजनित्य आदरा. I repeat one more time. मोक्षस्य कांक्षा यदि वै तवास्ति त्यजाति दूरात् विषयान् विषम यथः प्रत्युष बत्तोष यत् दया क्षमा आर्जव प्रशांति दांति भजनित्यम आदरा. The translation is, if indeed you have a craving for liberation, avoid sense objects from a distance, as it they were poison, and with respectful reverence daily cultivate the nectarine virtue of contentment, compassion, forgiveness, straightforwardness, calmness, and self-control. I repeat the translation again. If indeed you have a craving for liberation, avoid sense objects from a distance, as if they were poison, and with respectful reverence daily cultivate the nectarine virtue of contentment, compassion, forgiveness, straightforwardness, calmness, and self-control. As we studied previous verses, that objects are like poison. And in this verse, Shankaracharya repeats so many times, objects are like poison. More dangerous than poison. Whatever poison you have, they are not so dangerous. Because a worldly poison can kill a person one time. The worldly object, any poison, any dangerous poison, it may kill only one time a person. The objective of the poison of the objects are more dangerous because it kills so many lives. So many lives. So understand what is sense. Understand. In Sanskrit, there is a saying, we call Vishasya Vishamausadham. It means the remedy for poison is poison. Poison is a remedy for poison. You can control poison by poison. If we are intelligent, if we can use the poison, it works as a medicine. In medicine, medicine may be from Ayurveda, from allopathy, any other system. Medicine has in certain amount poison. Because only poison can treat the poison. Antidote means what? Another poison. Poison. The difference is how to use. If we can use it properly, then we cure disease by poison, by drug. But how to use? If a person is not intelligent, then he can use medicine as a poison. I gave you example, like a person goes to a doctor and doctor gives a medicine and he says, you take it in the morning, afternoon and at night, 3 times a day. These are tablets, capsules and syrup. So 15 days, after 2 weeks you come. Then see what happens. And this person goes to house and think, these are the medicine and only for me. Doctor has given. So what is the problem? I can take it once. Why should I wait 15 days? Because this is my medicine. So days not matter for me. I want cure immediately. And he takes all capsules, all pills and syrups immediately. What will happen? This medicine will become a poison. He may die. So intelligent person can use the poison as a remedy, medicine, and unintelligent person use the medicine as a poison. So Shankaracharya says, if you have desire for liberation, these objects are like a poison. Be careful. Don't hate. Don't love. I give you a small example. In Panchadasi, there is a text, very good text in Sanskrit. There is a small example. There were 3 people. They were going in the forest and there was a very valuable diamond. People are 3, diamond is 1. And one person saw and he takes immediately. He becomes so happy. And another person becomes very sad. I lost the chance. He becomes very sad. One becomes very happy, another becomes very sad because of diamond. And third person he was seeker. He had dispassion. He had no interest at all. There is no effect. No sad, no happiness. Nothing. He was indifferent. Nothing. So, using of the object, the most important thing is how to use the object. Objects are which through we can achieve our goal. We have to use object. If our lives, our body, our mind, everything is objects. Our food, water. Objects means what? Everything is objects. But how to operate, how to use your intelligence is most important. Then this poison becomes nectar for you. And another thing he says now, though still we are in negative way, cut, avoid like this way. Now there is some positive, something you have to cultivate inside. So he says, like contentment, forgiveness, straightforwardness, calmness, and self-control. So there are few things a seeker must have, cultivate every day. Nityam Adra Shankaracharya says very respectfully, every day, practice for contentment. Whatever you have, it's okay. You believe God, believe yourself. This is enough for us. Contentment and forgiveness. Forgiveness for others. So avoid fault of others. Don't blame to others. Forgiveness, straightforwardness, be simple, and calmness. Keep quiet. Everything comes and goes. I am unattached. I am so calm. I am in peace. Nothing happening will be. So calmness and self-control. Control yourself. So these are the today's mantra. And here we have to take a stop today. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Punaha Ishwaru Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.